Good morning, Cedar Laners. Look at this wonderful, bustling community that is so excited to connect with each other and talk to each other and share with each other and be with each other this Sunday morning. Yes. What a joy it is to be together with you all this morning. Whether you're in person or online, you are welcome here. I am the Reverend Dana Edwards, and my pronouns are she and her. And I am wearing a black shirt with a silver necklace that's like circles. And I'm a white, middle-aged woman with short brown hair and black-rimmed glasses. And I'm so happy that so many people are here this morning. And I know that a noisy church is a healthy church. So I appreciate all the sounds of little ones and elders coming together, being together. It's wonderful. And a special welcome to our guests and our newcomers, whether this is your first visit or your 100th. You are a part of this beloved community. At Cedar Lane, we know that love works. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you come from, whatever your life circumstances or your spiritual path, you are welcome here. And if you're still new or still finding your way, we would love to connect with you. After the service, please join us in the fellowship hall for some coffee and conversation. And feel free to pick up a yellow mug if you're new and let others know you'd like to connect with them. And if you pick up a white mug, that is your invitation to say hello to someone new. And if you are here in the room, please feel free to raise your hand if you're new so we can offer you a warm Cedar Lane welcome. Anybody new? And if you're joining us online, you can say your name and say hello to the chat, and we will welcome you online as well. And as we enter into this time of worship, I invite you to lean into the joy, to the music and the movement and the quiet noises of this multi-generational space. Creative listening materials are available in the back for all ages. And if you need a moment of care, our caring ministry team, led by William Perry, who is somewhere, there he is available for you. And this morning, we are especially glad to welcome Emma's Revolution. This award-winning duo, whose music has been called the soundtrack of justice, will be with us this Sunday and as well next Sunday and around the area for the week. Their songs of hope and courage and connection have carried people into movements for change around the world, and especially in these times, feel like a balm to the soul. And now, in the spirit of love and connection, I invite you to turn to those around you if you are online, to greet one another in the chat. If you are here in the room, turn to your neighbor and share a warm welcome.
morning. Oh, that was your cue to sing it back. Good morning. And you can sing it back on any note you might like. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I think you might have lyrics for the chorus of this one. You might be singing this one with us. I don't know. If you're not, you can still sing it with us, even if you don't have the lyrics. Just old school, like listening. We're so glad to be back with you to celebrate community and love and justice at a time when we sure need it.
With a mind that holds a plan, with a hand that holds a key, with a heart that holds a dream, love reaches out.
When a family's torn apart, when the street is all you have, when your faith begins to break, love reaches out. Love reaches out. Love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home. Love reaches out.
Through the pain your eyes have seen, through the voices in your head, through the war you still endure, love reaches out.
To the man who asks for change, to the mother and the child, to the elder all alone, love reaches out. Love reaches out. Love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home, love reaches out.
Let us take this time to strengthen and inspire.
Let love and compassion be the source that fuels the fire.
If you find yourself in need,
If you fear what lies ahead,
if we forge a path of trust,
love reaches out. Where hope replaces hate,
where wounds begin to heal,
where we all can have a home, love reaches out. Sing with us, love reaches out. Love reaches out. Do that again. Love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home, love reaches out. Do it again. Love reaches out. Love reaches out. Here by your side, bringing you home, love reaches out.
here by your side, bringing you home, love reaches out.
Thank you, Pat and Sandy. It is so good to have you back. Hello, Cedar Lane.
Hello.
I'm the Reverend Abhijana Manchi. I use pronouns he and him. For those who find a visual description helpful, I am a South Asian Indian man, an uncle, in my mid-50s with dark hair and a graying mustache and beard. And today I'm wearing a red shirt brown pants, and a red vest with a UUA chalice pin.
And I am Reverend Louise Green, pronouns she, her, and visually, I am a white, cisgender, queer woman, now I must say auntie, in my 60s. Today I have green glasses, curly hair, and a black shirt with Mexican embroidery.
We gather on this day of turning as the new year calls us back to what matters most.
And Rosh Hashanah reminds us that every breath is a chance to begin again.
We turn toward truth and compassion, toward justice and the work of healing the world.
And we turn toward one another to create a community where love and belonging are made real.
So let us turn now, hearts open, spirits ready, into prayer. Spirit of life, Holy One of many names, be with us now as we begin together.
And let our prayers move us to justice. Our songs open us to compassion. And our community strengthen us for the work of healing. May it be so.
Hello. I'm Charles Dumont. I use he and him pronouns. And this is my first time serving as your worship associate at Cedar Lane. And it is a joy to be here this morning. Visually, I'm an old white man with gray hair and a gray beard. I'm wearing a pink button-down shirt and a dark suit. And I'm using my bright red reading glasses. And since we're naming our relationships, I am a grandpa. I'm also wearing this little UA values pin that Reverend Avi just gave me today. In our Unitarian Universalist tradition, we light a chalice to remind us of the faith we share and the community we create together. As Todd and Lisa Chernoff light our chalice here in the sanctuary, I invite those of you joining us online to let us know in the chat where you are lighting yours. And now I invite you all to rise in body and or spirit and join me in the words of our chalice lighting. We light this chalice for renewal, to turn again toward truth, seeking clarity in a world of many voices. Turn again toward justice, join our strength to heal what is broken, to turn again toward one another, creating a circle of care and belonging. We light this fire of hope to begin again in love, this day, this year, this moment.
I'm Sandy O from Emma's Revolution, and I'm a white woman with, it used to be dark hair, and it's pretty graying now. And I'm wearing a purple shirt that has the words for peace in 3 important languages in our world. Salam, Arabic, Shalom, Hebrew, peace, this one, that we're responsible for. What else? Purple glasses, and I'm an auntie. Yeah, I love this. You know, you see lots of instruments up here on the stage, and I wonder, does anyone out there, and you could raise your hand, does anyone out there play an instrument? Do you play? Look how many people play instruments. Wow. What instruments do you play? Do you want to tell us right up here? What instrument do you play? Handbells. You play handbells. And how about you? What do you play? Trumpet? Trumpet. Nice. One more person who wants to, I see your hand right there. What do you play? The recorder. All right. Here's the neat thing. I love that everyone plays instruments. And the other thing to remember is that, whoa, I just did it. We always have some instruments with us, right? Because what can we do with our fingers? We can snap them. You have to learn how to snap them. And the easy thing is we can clap them. Right? What else do we have that could make some music that we have all the time with us? Yeah, I hear it. We can use our feet, right? Can you use your feet? Yeah. You can make some music. And there's one that we're going to be doing a lot today, and we're asking you to join us because we're using our voices, right? And we have a friend, and his whole way of being on the stage, or whether he was singing out on the street corner, was that he wanted everyone to sing with him. So we're going to sing a song about him.
And I should say before that, I'm a butch lesbian. I'm wearing a native print shirt. I go by she, her pronouns, and I have dark-ish graying hair, and I think that mostly covers it. Yeah, I'm an auntie and a great auntie. And here's the song. I don't know if you're gonna have the chorus of this, but you'll catch on if you don't. Oh, but I didn't tell you who this is about. We had a dear friend in Pete Seeger. He was a dear friend and mentor. He was a tall, skinny white guy with a banjo with a very long neck, which had extra notes on it. And I started learning from him when I was 5 or 6 years old, and we got to be friends later in life. And I was at his bedside as he was passing, and I sang his songs to him. And when I got back to our friend's house, this song came to me of all the ways that our lives cross paths. When I was 4, I had a toy made of plastic and of joy, a magic musical machine from a drum, a stick, and strings. I couldn't know as I would play. I'd live to meet a man one day, playing songs that shaped my life, and taught the world to sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Summer of my 18th year, in San Francisco we'd appeared. We jumped onto a trolley car, alone and wondering. The grove was full and I got near. People came from everywhere. I climbed the redwood by the stage to watch the reveille. Hear the banjo. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing. Sing, people sing. Years went by, I got a call. A festival don't she by your side, you could do almost anything. You showed us how the world could be, living with integrity. Together we create a force beyond imagining. As I observe your dimming light, I felt a spark in me ignite. But I would trade it all today to hear your banjo ring. Sing it with us. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Do it again so they hear you downtown. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. It really does. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Sing, people, sing. Sing, people, sing.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I invite us to rise in body and or in spirit to once again join our voices to sing with Emma's Revolution, Swimming to the Other Side, while the children and youth go to their faith formation programs. Follow Reverend Dana, who is leading the way.
We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone and I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I am impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection, it be my crime. In humility I will listen. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. On this journey through thoughts and feelings, binding intuition, my head, my heart, I am gathering the tools together. I'm preparing to do my part. All of those who have come before me, band together and be my guide. Loving lessons that I will follow. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside.
side.
When we get there, we'll discover all of the gifts we've been given to share have been with us since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. We can balance at the brink of wisdom, never recognizing that we've arrived. Loving spirits will live together. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together. Some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving the spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. Loving the spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
People who are in the back who need a place to seat, now that the children have left, there are some open seats. If people want to raise their hand, they have a seat near them, and then people can come and find a place to sit. Thank you. Oh, thank you too. I love you. There's an NPR story from 2002 about this song, how it was created and the impact it's had. And I listened to that story again yesterday. You can find it online. And it makes me weepy every time. So just thank you. Okay, as we enter this quiet time together, I invite you to pause. Take a slow breath in and let it out gently. Feel yourself here, safe and surrounded by this circle of care. This is a moment to honor the fullness of life, the joys that gladden our hearts, the sorrows that weigh heavily, the questions we carry within. Whatever you bring this morning, know you are held in love. Within our Cedar Lane community, we lift up Roxana Avalos and her family and the sudden loss of her cousin's husband. We hold in care Jane Corona as she recovers from a broken ankle and is grateful for the cards and calls of support. We also hold Anjali, granddaughter of Usha Charya, who is facing ongoing health challenges. We send condolences to Ann Thompson on the death of her co-parent and former spouse, Steve Coonan. And we rejoice with Margaret Cutler on her 100th birthday. I'm told that Margaret often watches us online. So Margaret, we send you love and blessings on this remarkable milestone. And we remember with gratitude the life of Dr. Ruth Dayhoff, whose memorial service was held here yesterday. And we join Beverly Catron in thanksgiving for the love and support she received from this community during her recent recovery. She says, definitely Cedar Lane is a place where love works. Beyond our walls, we hold close those living with grief and uncertainty, federal workers facing job loss, immigrants seeking safety, our trans and non-binary beloveds, women and people of color confronting injustice, and all who live with illness or disability. We remember too all whose lives are scarred by war, genocide, violence, and displacement, and communities suffering the relentless impact of climate change. We pray for healing, for justice, and for peace, however fragile, that it may take root and grow. Now, in this spirit of compassion and connection, I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and to speak aloud the names you carry in your heart or share them in the chat. Together, let us hold them in stillness and love. If you are online, you are invited to share the names of the loved ones that you are holding in remembrance or in care in the chat. We invite you now into a ritual of connection. On the side table are smooth stones waiting to be chosen. If you feel moved, come forward and place a stone in the bowl of water as a sign of what you carry: a joy, a sorrow, a prayer, a hope. May the ripples remind us that none of us carries these things alone. You are welcome to come forward now.
I invite you to take a breath with me. Let it be a deep breath, grounding, steadying, opening. We have named joys and sorrows. We have held one another's lives with care. And now let us turn inward into that quiet space of the heart. I invite you to gently close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or soften your gaze. Let your shoulders release. Place your feet on the floor if they reach the floor. And feel the earth holding you. Feel the chair cradling your weight. Feel your breath moving in and out, your body's faithful rhythm of life. And as you breathe, bring to mind someone you love. Someone who has stayed with you, sat beside you, carried you when you could not carry yourself. Notice how that memory feels in your body, the warmth, the softness, maybe even tears. Just let it be. And now widen the circle. Imagine yourself surrounded by this gathered community, each person here carrying their own story of love and loss, of hope and heartache. Breathe in the truth that you are not alone. Breathe out the truth that you belong. And now, wider still beyond these walls, the ocean's edge, the breaking dawn, the night sky with its silent, faithful moon. Love is there too. Love is in the salt of our tears. Love is in the hush of our voices. Love is in the touch of our hands. Let yourself rest in that love, a love that accompanies you when you are weary, holds you in moments of weakness, a love that is both tender and strong. Now take one more deep breath in and let it go. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. And let us stay in this spirit as Emma's revolution leads us deeper, reminding us what we already know in our bones. Love is.
I will go with you where stone meets the ocean. I will go with you when the moon is high, when the night is still, and you reach to find me. I will go with you. I will be with you as the dawn is breaking. I will be with you in the morning light. Hush in my arms, feel you lie beside me. I will be with you in the hush of my voice, in the touch of my hand, in the salt of my tears. Love is. I will be with you in this hour of witness. I will stand with you with an open heart, trusting in this love, all we are creating. I will stand with you in the hush of my voice, in the touch of my hand, in the salt of my
I'm enjoying this feast of music. Thank you. Thank you. Each week at the offering, we are reminded that this community is sustained by all of us. And so your gifts of time and treasure support worship, programs, staffing, partnerships in the wider world, and our capacity to grow in faith and in service. And so, therefore, the offering is more than financial support for our congregation. It is also a way of saying yes to Cedar Lane's mission, yes to the values of love and justice, yes to the work of transformation that calls us beyond these walls. And I don't know about you, but I need some good yeses these days.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, yes. Goddess, yes. Our Share the Plate partner today is PEN America. Yes. Which is devoted to defending the fundamental rights of free expression and the freedom to read. Since 2021, this organization has documented nearly 16,000 book bans in public schools across the country. Let that number sink in. 16,000 since 2021. And we have not seen numbers this high since the McCarthy era of the 1950s. Most bans target books that tell the stories of LGBTQ people or books that center people of color. And we know what is at stake. When voices are silenced, when stories are erased, when young people are denied the chance to see themselves reflected, our democracy is diminished. And so PEN America resists censorship, challenges book bans in court, combats disinformation, and upholds the rights of writers, journalists, and readers. They are a powerful witness to the truth. A reminder that freedom of expression is not a luxury. This is a cornerstone of our common life, and as we know well, urgently needs defense today. So by giving generously, and I mean, could you be extra generous today because it's kind of a house on fire situation? We help protect diverse stories. We help ensure the next generation has access to books that open minds and nurture empathy. We affirm our yes to shared values of compassion, justice, courage in the wider world. And you know you can donate online, by text, by mail, or placing your gift in the plate as it is passed. Every contribution, large or small, strengthens this community and extends its reach. And the morning offering will now be taken, given, and gratefully received. Thank you.
When Lee Hayes wrote the words to this song, there was this tacit agreement that we were all brothers. And that lasted for a while. And then a woman came up to Pete years later and said, "I'm feeling kind of left out, Pete." And then, so they started singing Sisters and Brothers. And years went by, and a trans friend came up to us in Oakland and said, "I'm feeling kind of left out." So we thought, there's a lot of resisting that needed to be done during that time. And now it just needs to be exponentially increased for all the reasons that you know, and I don't need to elaborate. So we started singing all of the resistors. So whatever matches your worldview, sing that out. Also know that this might be a slightly different version of the song than you know, but it doesn't matter. Sing the version you know, and it will work. And it'll just be one great big yes, because one of our favorite people to push back against fascism, against McCarthyism, was Pete Seeger, who wrote the melody to this song. you'll know it.
So sing out some justice, sing out some freedom.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the Lord.
Say yes to
I'd
singing,
hammer
say
in
yes
the
to dancing, say yes to clapping,
all over this land.
say yes to contributing.
I'd hammer out danger. I'd hammer out warning. I'd hammer out the love between all of the resistors all over this land. If I had a bell,
If I had a bell,
I'd ring it in the morning.
I'd ring it in the
I'd ring it in
morning.
the
I'd
evening.
ring it in the
All over this
evening.
land.
All over this
I'd ring
land.
out
Danger. I ring out warning. I ring out love between all of the resistors. All over this land.
If I had a song,
If I had a song,
I'd sing it in the morning.
well, I'd sing it in the
I'd sing
morning.
it in the evening.
And I'd sing it in the
All over this
evening.
land.
All over this land. Danger. I'd sing out warning. I'd sing out love between all of the resistors. All over this land.
Now I got a hammer.
Now I've got a hammer.
And I got a bell.
And I've got a bell.
And I got a song to
sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's a song of love between all of the resistors. All over this land. It's a hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's a song of love between all of the resistors. All over this land.
All right. Woo. The spirit of Pete Seeger is in the house. Thank you, Pat, Sandy, for holding us and lifting us and pushing us. And I know there will be better days. As the Jewish New Year approaches, I find myself turning again to the wisdom of a tradition that I have studied, wrestled with, and been nourished by for years. I'm not Jewish, but there are Indian people who are Jewish. In fact, India has some of the oldest synagogues that were formed almost 1,000 years ago. And indeed. But I am a student of Judaism, and as a student I have learned this, that Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year, is not only a holiday of celebration, it is a season of turning, of returning. And the central word is teshuvah. Now, too often it is translated as repentance, but at its heart, teshuvah means return. Returning to what matters most, returning to who we long to be, returning to one another, and returning to the source of life itself. The rabbis teach that time is not a straight line but a spiral. Every year, they say we circle back through Elul, through Rosh Hashanah, through Yom Kippur, but never to the same place. We come back carrying what has happened in our lives and in our world. And some years, the spiral lifts us higher. Some years, like this one, it feels unbearably hard and heavy. Either way, it demands that we pause, take stock, and begin again. And if each turn of the spiral brings us back to a different place, Rosh Hashanah brings us back to the very beginning, the birthday of the world. In Jewish teaching, it is the day when humanity came into being, when the divine breath, Ruach, stirred dust into life. A reminder that every new year is not only about us personally, it is about how we participate in the ongoing creation, how we participate in Tikkun Olam, the repair of the world. The poet Marge Piercy captures this truth in her poem, The Birthday of the World. She writes, "On the birthday of the world, I begin to contemplate what I have done and left undone. But this year, not so much rebuilding of my perennially damaged psyche. No, this year I want to call myself to task for what I have done and not done for peace. How much have I dared in opposition?" And later she writes, "Here I stand before the gates opening, the fire dazzling my eyes, and as I approach what judges me, I judge myself. Give me weapons of minute destruction. Let my words turn into sparks." So Piercy reminds us that teshuvah, turning, returning, is not only about private wounds or personal regrets. It is about how we live in history. It is about peace, freedom, justice. And in these days of awe, the gates of repentance are imagined as standing open before us, the fire of truth dazzling our eyes. And as we approach what judges us, we realize we too are our own judges. Teshuvah is not whispering, "I'm sorry," into the void. It is taking responsibility, responsibility, refusing to leave harm unacknowledged, turning back so that we begin again and again in love. And teshuvah begins with the self. It is gritty work of the heart. Stop the harm. Regret it. Feel the sting. Say it. Speak the truth. Apologize. And commit to another way. And this is why the shofar, the ram's horn, is sounded on Rosh Hashanah, not as a lullaby, not to soothe the soul, but to pierce our defenses, to rattle us awake. It calls, wake up from despair, wake up from apathy, wake up from the numbing yourself to the world, wake up to the truth that your life matters, and that what you do or fail to do ripples outward into the lives of others. You see, renewal depends on humility, on letting go of the illusion of being right, and turning instead toward love. The Israeli poet Yehuda Amichai names it, "From the place where we are right, Flowers will never grow in the spring. But doubts and loves dig up the world like a mole, a plow, and a whisper will be heard in the place where the ruined house once stood. Renewal doesn't come from rigid certainty. It comes from compassion, from tenderness, from the willingness to be changed. And this is where Teshuvah moves from the private to the public, from the soul to the world. Because if renewal is only about smoothing out my own rough edges, it misses the heart of the season. So Rosh Hashanah is not just about repairing our individual lives, it is about recommitting to the repair of the world. And that's why Rosh Hashanah is also called the Day of Remembrance. Remembering not only who I am, but who we are. Remembering not only what I have done, but what we have done or not done. And here in 2025, I cannot remember honestly without naming Gaza. I cannot speak of renewal while ignoring the cries from Gaza City. The bombs that still fall, the families torn apart, the children dying, the children growing up among rubble and grief. Now, let me be clear. Naming Gaza does not deny the reality of anti-Semitism, because anti-Semitism is real. It is dangerous. It is rising again in terrifying ways. It wounds deeply and must be confronted. But Jewish renewal cannot be built on Palestinian dispossession. Renewal that justifies occupation is not renewal. The blasts of the shofar echo today in Gaza, in the wailing of families searching the rubble, in the silence of children who have lost too much to even speak. These too are shofar blasts, calling us to turn, to face the truth, and to choose life. The Palestinian poet Mahmoud Darwish gives voice to this call in Think of Others. He writes, as you wage your wars, think of others. Do not forget those who seek peace. As you return home to your house, think of others. Do not forget the people in the tents. As you sleep and count the stars, think of others, those who have nowhere to sleep. As you liberate yourself in metaphor, think of others, those who have lost the right to speak. And as you think of distant others, think of yourself and say, I wish I were a candle in the darkness. This is what communal renewal demands, refusing to forget, choosing solidarity over silence, rising together for peace, dignity, and justice, even when the world insists it cannot be done. And Teshuvah does not stop with our communities either. If Rosh Hashanah is the birthday of the world, then renewal must extend to the world itself. Jewish tradition teaches that on Rosh Hashanah, not only human beings, but all of creation stands before the Holy One. The trees, the river, the land, all are judged. The whole web of life is summoned to account. And here, in this land, there is another kind of occupation. The Apache people have been fighting for decades to protect Oak Flat, a sacred site east of Phoenix. Oak Flat is a holy place where coming-of-age ceremonies are held, where prayers rise with the wind and the sun, yet it has been targeted for destruction by Resolution Copper, a multinational mining company that wants to gouge a 2-mile-wide crater in the earth to get at the copper beneath. The struggle for Oak Flat is not only about land, it is about whether anything is sacred in a world bent on profit. It is about religious freedom, the survival of indigenous culture, the right to breathe clean air and drink living water. And if the cries from Gaza are a kind of shofar, so too are the cries of the earth, the groaning of rivers poisoned, the silence of forests cut down, the prayers of Oak Flat rising like a blast of warning. These too are shofar calls, summoning us back to covenant with creation, back to reverence, back to life. To stand with Oak Flat is to widen Teshuvah beyond the personal and the communal, to embrace Earth's renewal, to say with our lives that creation is not ours to plunder, but ours to protect, and that the earth is sacred, and that our survival is bound up with its survival. So, friends, we return again to the question at the heart of this season. What does it mean to return again? It means inner renewal, turning our hearts toward compassion and courage. It means communal renewal, rising together for dignity and justice. It means the earth's renewal, defending what is sacred, rising with creation as it groans for healing. And if all of this feels overwhelming, the Palestinian-American poet Naomi Shihab Nye reminds us of the ground we must be on. Even after devastation, even in the face of loss, she says it is kindness that carries us forward. She writes, "Before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment like salt in a weakened broth. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it, fill till your voice catches the thread of all sorrows and you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore, only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to gaze at bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, 'It is I you have been looking for,' and then goes with you everywhere like a shadow or a friend." This is the vision of Teshuvah, the vision of Rosh Hashanah, the vision of renewal, not perfection, not certainty, but kindness. Kindness strong enough to hold our grief, spacious enough to lead us back to one another, bold enough to repair what is broken. The shofar is sounding in our hearts, in Gaza, in Oak Flat, in the groaning of the earth itself. It is sounding still, and its question lingers in the air. Will we choose renewal? Will we choose renewal? Will we choose life? Will we choose life? Shana Tova. May it be a good year. May it be a year of turning, of repair, of choosing life together. And may it be so. May it be so.
It's a bit of a pivot to invitation to engagement. I just want to say that as we offer announcements and we say this sentence, that they are truly invitations, it is real. When you decide to connect with people, when you decide to take action for justice, when you decide that you are going to invest in community in different ways, in new ways, get out of your comfort zone. This is the call of our times. In my first announcement, just when you think it couldn't get better, there's an ice cream truck today.
And it's free.
And it's free. There is free ice cream. However, you need a ticket. So you're going to get that ticket from Nicole and some others out there. And there's massive excitement in the faith formation RE worlds. So love is, the ice cream is all for everyone, but love is letting them go and not fighting your way to the truck. So, and right after worship, at noon in the library, there will be an organizing meeting for new dinner groups. If you are curious about joining one, then just come and learn more. It's a fun and easy way to share a meal in other people's homes and connect with others at Cedar Lane. And if you're newish, it's out the doors and to the left to the library.
And then tomorrow, Monday, September 22nd at 7 p.m., right here in the sanctuary, we will welcome Dr. Wensler Nosey Sr. of the San Carlos Apache tribe for the Defend the Holy, a call from the Apache Stronghold event. He will be joined by UUA President, the Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt, Special Emissary Arif Apache of the Piscataway Indian Nation, and other faith leaders. We hope you will be here at 7. And also, Emma's Revolution will be joining us.
Yeah. And next Saturday, September 27th at 4 p.m., more amazing music with sitarist Alif Leila and tabla artist Abe Kulkarni. They return to Cedar Lane for a full concert. Their music blends intricate melody and rhythm into a meditative journey through nature. And there is a suggested love offering of $20 that will help cover the cost, but all are welcome. Tickets are available online or at the door.
And then next Sunday, September 28th, our Band Books Festival kicks off with worship at 10:30, featuring Representative Jamie Raskin. Woo-hoo! Yes. The Cedar Lane Choir and Band, and Emma's Revolution. And then at 10:45, there will be a Drag King story time and activities for children and youth. And at 1:30, we will have an authors panel with local writers on why diverse storytelling matters. And then from 10 to 3, there will be a bookstore in the library featuring titles by Representative Raskin and our panel authors. So, we hope you will join us.
I don't know, am I closing us out here?
Well,
yes, it is amazing, really, all the things that are happening. This is a fantastic couple of weeks, and Emma's Revolution is everywhere, and we are fortunate to be together.
and if you have been attending Cedar Lane for a while and feel moved to make this your spiritual home, we invite you to sign the membership book at the welcome table after the service. One of us will be present. And now, as we go forth from this place, may the turning of the season remind us that renewal is always possible. May compassion steady our hearts, justice guide our hands, and hope keep us moving forward together. So go in peace, friends. Go making peace, go living gently, go loving mightily, go bowing to the mystery, and keep on moving forward.
You can see why we need to come back tomorrow and next Sunday too.
We should take this show on the road.
Yes.
How lovely to be with you all. May our words be sparks. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving
turning back.
Gonna keep on moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna reach across our borders. Reach across our borders. Reach across our borders. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna reunite the family.
All of them.
Reunite the families. Reunite the families. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna sow the seeds of justice. Sow the seeds of justice. Sow the seeds of justice. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Never turning back. Never turning back. Never turning back.